Good morning, greetings friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 27 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human body, the human biological system is always a healing system. It is always a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing system, that renewing system, that regenerating system that is built into the body, while some folks may call it a miracle, it really is no miracle at all. It is simply the way the body works. If you have questions about health, nutrition, or prescription drugs, we welcome your phone calls on The Bright Side. Our number is 855-660-4261. Try to get on board early so we can get to as many calls as possible. 855-660-4261 is the number. If you have questions about the longevity products, ingredients, skincare, you want to help a loved one get off their meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you do that. If you just want to share a success story or contribute to the conversation, 855-660-4261 is your Bright Side phone number. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products, you can head over to my website, brightsideben.com. Take a look at our shopping cart. You can also click on the Join the Team link if you want to start a longevity business and make some money selling longevity products, or you can call the Bright Side Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Our number today, 855-660-4261. Yesterday I told you I would tell you about my vitamin K2 product that's 5,000 micrograms. It seems to be a little bit difficult to find. I forgot to tell you what it was. It's Nature's Life is the name of the company. It's a K2 product, vitamin K2, and it's a 5,000 microgram dose. And it is a little bit hard to find. We have a chain of vitamin stores here in Colorado called Vitamin Cottage, and that's where I buy mine. Nature's Life K2, 5,000 micrograms, and you can probably find it somewhere on the internet if you're interested in using vitamin K as a supplement, and I recommend that you do. Vitamin K is very important for calcium absorption, calcium metabolism, bone strength, to prevent calcification or hardening of the arteries, hardening of soft tissues in the body. It can help you prevent kidney disease or calcification of the kidneys. We haven't really talked too much about calcium. Calcium is really a misunderstood mineral. Super mega important, but not in the way that most people think about it. Most people, when they think of calcium, think of bones. As it turns out, calcium, as important as it is really functional in the body, not so much for its structural properties or its hardening properties. As significant as those may be, calcium is mostly relevant in the body as a biochemical of conduction, an electrical mineral. It's involved in cell signaling and cell electricity. We will be talking about calcium as we continue discussing osteoporosis and bone strength. We'll talk about calcium as it's involved in bone strength, but we'll also touch on how important calcium is for electrical conductivity in the health of a cell. In any case, vitamin K and vitamin D are your two most important calcium utilization vitamins. Vitamin K in its vitamin K2 form, and vitamin D best in its vitamin D3 form, or actually from the sun is the best place to get your vitamin D. Anyway, didn't mean to digress there. Vitamin K2, 5,000 micrograms, Nature's Life. All right, I want to start the program off today by talking about my favorite food source of nutrition, which, as you know, if you've listened to this program, The Bright Side, is seaweed or sea vegetation, algae and planktons, all of which are tremendously dense with nutritional value, dense and packed with nutrients. Seaweed and sea vegetation are the foundation of the ocean food chain. That means salmon and tuna and sardines and all the way up to seals and killer whales depend on the power, the nutritional power of seaweed and sea vegetation. They're the foundation. They're the start of the ocean food chain. They're complete foods. They got proteins and amino acids and minerals and vitamins. And they're packed with proteoglycans, with these long-chain sugar complexes that we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks or so. These seaweeds are just dense. They're packed with essential sugars. In fact, they're the best source of these essential sugars. They're probably the single best source of essential sugars, including specific essential sugars that you can't find anywhere else. There's no high hyaluronic acid in seaweed. High hyaluronic acid, as important as it is an animal product. So you're not going to find high hyaluronic acid in seaweed, but there's lots of other amazing proteoglycans, protein sugar complexes, and polysaccharides, long-chain sugars. Longevity's Z-Radical, which is fast becoming one of my favorite longevity products, is a classic example of a nutritional product that exploits the healing power of seaweed. It's made with a type of seaweed sugar called brown seaweed, that's composed of a seaweed sugar, largely composed of a seaweed sugar, seaweed polysaccharide called fucoidin. Fucoidin acts to absorb sunlight energy. Fucoidin acts to protect the inside part of seaweed cells from the corrosive effects of seawater. Fucoidin is, for the most part, only found in ocean vegetation. Fucoidin is a long-chain sugar. It's a poly means many or long, polysaccharide, long-chain sugar of repeating building block essential sugars called fucose, with little specks of sulfur attached to it. We talked about sulfur in the past as an electrical energy element. It's like a little battery, and these repeating chunks of fucose sugars, these repeating chunks of saccharides, form a crystal-like shape that traps electricity. You stick a little sulfur battery on there, and you have a supercharged electrical substance. Excuse me. Seaweed is out in the middle of the ocean, and seaweed is basically trapping energy that's derived from the sun. It's sitting there in the ocean. It acts like a little sunlight battery. Even without the sulfur, the fucoidin would be a little sunlight battery. But on top of all that electrical energy that fucose can trap from the sun, it is literally, the fucose molecule, or the fucoidin molecule, is literally studded with little pieces of sulfur that supercharge this polysaccharide element. Sulfur is a big-time energizer. And in nature, sulfur is, as we've said so many times in this program, sulfur is like a little electrical key that ignites biochemistry. This is one of the main reasons why sulfur amino acids and sulfur supplements are so important. Of course, sulfur supplements are MSM, largely. Sulfur amino acids, as we'll talk about here in a little bit, are really, really important for the detoxification system. Sulfur is important for bone health. It's important for skin health. It's important for building health, largely because it has this activating property, this electrical activating property. Take your MSM, eat your bone soup. If you're a vegetarian, if you're not eating meat or you're not eating animal products, you can get sulfur in beans and legumes if you can handle the beans and legumes. Anyway, this combination of sulfur and the chains of fucose blocks, the long fucoidin molecule with the sulfur, creates one of the most powerful substances, one of the most powerful nutritional supplements you could ever take, and a really well-researched element, probably one of the most well-researched elements in all of glycobiology, which is sugar biology. There's literally hundreds, maybe even thousands of articles on PubMed.com and Scholar.Google.com, which are two search engines for research for straight science. There's hundreds, maybe thousands of articles on fucoidin for cancer, fucoidin for the immune system, fucoidin for the circulatory system. We'll tell you about this when we come back from our break. I am Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. Our number is 855-660-4261. We're coming back right after this. Don't go away.
Pharmacist Ben Fuchs believes virtually all disease states can be backtracked to digestive problems.
Deficiencies in stomach acid can affect all downstream systems. Taking digestive enzymes can be amazingly helpful for dealing with deficiencies in stomach acid. Enzymes require low pH for activation. You can also use aloe vera juice, by the way. Sugars in aloe vera have a coating effect on the digestive system. Longevity has a cool product called Noni Plus, which is made from aloe and the noni fruit. It's tasty. It can also function to support digestive acidification of the stomach, and activation of digestive enzymes.
Take Pharmacist Ben's advice and support your digestive system by ordering Noni Plus from Longevity. Call 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470, or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
On the average, Americans work between 45 to 50 years, hoping to build up enough wealth to retire and live out their golden years. Unfortunately, with taxation, the rising cost of food, energy, housing, and medical, many retirees are forced to live below the poverty line. Is this a flaw free enterprise, or is our monetary unit we call the Federal Reserve Note forcing us into perpetual debt, ensuring inflation and higher taxes? These questions and more can be answered by reading G. Edward Griffin's book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Congressman Ron Paul states it's what every American needs to know about central bank power. A gripping adventure into the secret world of international banking cartel. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. I will give a silver dollar from the early 1900s to anyone who purchases this book. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order a copy today. It's critical that the public be made aware of the system. Call and order your copy today at 1-800-686-2237. That's 1-800-686-2237.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
To thank you for being a loyal listener, we have a limited time freebie offer for you. Claim your free heirloom tomato seeds, just pay shipping, right now at 123freeseeds.com. These aren't ordinary seeds. These are heirloom, non-genetically modified super seeds that are open pollinated and can be grown, harvested, and replanted endlessly. These survival seeds are actually more valuable than gold in a crisis. Go to 123freeseeds.com and you can get an airtight storage packet of 150 super seeds free while supplies last to say thank you for being a loyal listener. First come, first served. Just cover shipping. Go to 123freeseeds.com now to see if your free heirloom seeds are still available. That's 123freeseeds.com.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
And we are back on the bright side. Pharmacist Ben here. Our number 855-660-4261. Got a couple lines open for you, and we welcome your phone calls. Try to get on board early so we can get to you. We can make sure we get to everybody. 855-660-4261. If you have a question about nutrition, prescription drugs, you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you. 855-660-4261 is our number. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear us talk about or recommend on the program, 866-735-2470 is the number for the Brightside Ben phone team, or you can head over to brightsideben.com and pull down on our shopping cart. You can also click on the Join the Team link and start yourself a longevity business for a one-time $10 fee. You can make some money selling longevity products, enjoy all the benefits of having your own business, enjoy all the benefits of getting your products at the wholesale price, help spread the word about the power and the importance of a good nutritional supplement program, all for a one-time $10 fee. And you can click on the Join the Team link at brightsideben.com. Somebody will get back to you. Or you can call the Brightside Ben phone team directly at 866-735-2470. Also want to encourage you to check out my blog, pharmacistben.com, which we update regularly with news stories as well as blog posts. pharmacistben.com. All right, we're talking seaweed, we're talking fucoidan, Z-radical, fast becoming one of my favorite longevity products, up there with the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the Biolumin Nightly Essence and the longevity digestive enzymes, the Ultimate Enzymes and the Ultimate Daily, and the Healthy Start Pack. I just love this fucoidan stuff, the Z-radical. Fucoidan is important for supporting the movement of blood. It's basically a blood thinner, and a very powerful one. It's similar to heparin, which is nature's blood thinner, which is your body's blood thinner. Heparin is another type of polysaccharide, long-chain sugar. The building blocks of heparin are a little bit different, but they're both long-chain sugars. Both fucoidan and heparin are long chains of little building block sugars, and they both have anticoagulant blood-thinning properties. Blood thickening or blood clotting is a really, really big problem. We've talked about that in the past, how drug companies are all excited about their new blood-thinning drugs that are out there. Better than warfarin, better than Coumadin. You don't have to have your blood tested to make sure you're not killing yourself with the blood-thinning drugs, the new blood-thinning drugs. Why is it that everybody's blood is clotting? Why is it that we have so many people with coagulated, clotting, sticky blood? Well, it turns out that clotting, coagulated, sticky blood is a classic manifestation of the stress response, the survival response that is behind much degenerative disease. Much of our health issues, our health crises in this country, around the world, are based on the fact that our bodies are in survival mode. Our minds are in survival mode. Our emotions are in survival mode. Our very souls are in survival mode. We've been conditioned to believe that our survival is threatened at every turn. Wherever you look, wherever you listen, TV, radio, newspapers, it seems like our survival is threatened at every turn, and the body responds to this. When the mind thinks the survival is threatened, but it doesn't even have to be true. The body's survival isn't really threatened at every turn, but the mind, the feelings, the emotions will tell the body that its survival is threatened, and one of the ways the body responds to perceived survival threats, in addition to actual survival threats, is by clotting the blood. Another way the body responds to survival threats is via hypertension and blood vessels closing up. This is like, you can think of it like the body curling up into a fetal position, all the fluids in the body curling up into a fetal position. That's how I think of blood coagulation and blood clotting and blood stickiness. It's like the blood is curling up into a fetal position in response to stresses and emergencies. That's why one of the best ways to thin the blood, in addition to relaxing hypertension, relaxing high blood pressure, is to simply tell the body, give the body signals, that is, that its survival is not at stake. And one of the best ways to do that is to make sure you're doing your deep breathing. That's why deep breathing is so important. It tells the body that everything is okay, everything is all right. Using nutritional supplements is another great strategy for telling the body that everything is all right. And fucoidan and Z-radical and long-chain sugars and long-chain polysaccharides via their highly dense energetics also tell the body, send the body signals that everything is all right. Think of the body as your baby. Think of the body in distress as a baby in distress. Think of a body that's got hypertension and immune problems and, God forbid, cancer and is degenerating. Think of a body like that, like a baby that's crying and screaming. And when a baby is crying and screaming, what do? You ask the baby, what's wrong? You take care of the baby. You nurture the baby. You love the baby. Well, our bodies are our babies. And when our bodies are dealing with some kind of degenerative crisis or immune system crisis, that's like a baby that's crying out for help. Using nutritional supplements is the equivalent of nurturing your baby, of loving your baby, and one of the best of these nurturing supplements are long-chain sugars and long-chain polysaccharides that you'll find in seaweed and you'll find in the Z-radical from longevity. Blood-thinning drugs, among the best-selling drugs in this country are blood-thinning drugs, and they are expensive, and they are very, very toxic. Fucoidan is a blood-thinning nutritional supplement. Z-Radical is a blood-thinning nutritional supplement that's not expensive, and that is completely benign and non-toxic. Completely benign. You could drink the whole darn bottle of Z-Radical if you like. You could drink 2 bottles of Z-Radical if you like, and get blood-thinning effects and immune-boosting effects and anti-cancer effects and skin health effects and joint health effects with zero toxicity. Even if you haven't been diagnosed with any of these issues, even if you don't have a blood clotting problem, using a capful of Z-Radical every day can prevent problems, can prevent degeneration, can prevent immune issues, can prevent blood clotting and blood coagulation. Using Fucoidan is also a good way of stabilizing blood sugar. Using Fucoidan is great for pre-diabetics, for folks who have diabetes. Using Fucoidan is a great way to keep the eyes healthy. Anything we can do to help stabilize blood sugar is going to have benefits for the eyes. In fact, keeping your blood sugar stable may be the most important move you can make to prevent degenerative eye disease, cataracts, macular degeneration, glaucoma. Fucoidan also amps up the immune system and the body's defensive response. In fact, this is the most impressive and most notable activity of Fucoidan. For detoxification, for protection from shingles, for protection from flu, for protection from all viruses, for protection from bacteria, for anti-inflammation, and, of course, for cancer protection. It's going to be hard to find a more powerful nutritional or dietary supplement ingredient or dietary supplement product than Fucoidan and Youngevity Z-Radical. All right, so I think that's going to close our discussion on these protein sugar complexes, these proteoglycans. Make sure you're eating lots of veggies. Make sure you're using your Z-Radical. Make sure you're using your bone soup. Make sure you're taking your glucogel caps, and it would probably be a good idea to get 100 milligrams or so of high hyaluronic acid in your system on a daily basis. I want to continue talking now about proteins and amino acids for the eyes. Before we took our little digression into the world of polysaccharides, we were talking about amino acids for eye health. I think we left off talking about taurine. Taurine is the electrical amino acid. It's important for all the electrical energy in the body, electrical energy in the brain, electrical energy in the heart, and of course the eyes are utilizing electrical energy more than any other system in the body. The eyes are actually part of the brain, and this eye-brain complex uses more electrical energy than any other system in the body, perhaps save the heart, right up there with the heart. And taurine is also good for cardiovascular health as well. So taurine for electrical energy. Taurine is also important for sugar metabolism. And taurine has direct relevance for the health of the eyes via this electrical activity. We will continue this discussion as we move on. The Bright Side, I'm Pharmacist Ben. We're going to take a break and come back, talk a little bit more about taurine, and then take your phone calls. 855-660-4261. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right. General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for under $30,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet under $30,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Take delivery in spring. 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues no matter matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Great news, pure water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Would you like being an insider? Would you like getting exclusive access to prizes and better deals? Would you like some help in making sure you and your loved ones are prepared for the next disaster or emergency? If you answered yes to any of these, here's your simple solution. Join Freeze Dry Guy's Survival Insider Club. Not only is your membership free, you get $10 in survival bucks just for signing up. Then you save at least 10% on purchases, plus enjoy insider access to specials, prizes, and other exclusive offers. Since 1970, veteran-owned Freeze Dry Guy has been your trusted source for long-lasting, easy-to-make freeze-dried food and dehydrated food, perfect for emergency preparedness, RV travel, and outdoor needs from camping to sailing. Enjoy life as a survival insider. Call Freeze Dry Guy now at 866-404-3663, 866-404-FOOD, or log on to freezedryguy.com. That's freezedryguy.com.
An e-cig revolution is sweeping across the country. But is yours American-made? Vaporite e-liquid by LeSig is. Manufactured in Arkansas with 100% USA-sourced ingredients. And when you buy American, you support local jobs. Vaporite e-liquid by LeSig is top quality at an affordable price. The very principle that once drove the American economy. Get great taste with no ash, tar, or smoke. You'll be wondering why you didn't make the change to Vaporite e-liquid by LeSig a long time ago. LeSig.com has everything you need, for beginners to the advanced vaping enthusiast, with a wide variety of hardware, and also imported e-liquid flavors as well. Plus, LeSig smokes the competition with fast, free, same-day shipping, real people customer service, and a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. Support our country and become a Vaporite at LeSig.com. Or call 870-525-1440, 870-525-1440. LeSig e-cigarettes, for today's modern smoker.
GCN thanks our listeners for all your support this year. We wish you all the best in 2014. Happy New Year from GCN.
We're back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. 855-660-4261 is our number, and we do have a couple lines open for you. We'll get to your phone calls in here just a second. A couple more things I wanted to tell you about. Let's see here. I think I'll hang out on this here. Taurine. Love this stuff, taurine. Taurine comes from the name taurine comes from the fact that taurine was first found in bulls. Comes from Taurus, the bull. Taurine is actually one of the ingredients in Red Bull. And in fact, Red Bull gets its name from the taurine that is in. That's in Red Bull. Taurine is in Red Bull to protect the heart from all that caffeine. Taurine's great for folks who have epilepsy or seizure disorders. It's important for keeping electrical energy running smoothly in the body. It's important for skin health. I've been using a skin cleanser with a active ingredient. I've been formulating a skin cleanser whose active ingredient is taurine. Taurine has important sun protection benefits because of its electrical properties. Really, really neat amino acid. And, of course, it's also important, as I've said, for eye health. We will talk about that on our next Bright Side episode as we continue talking about the eyes and peptides and protein and bone health. On the Bright Side, 855-660-4261 is our number. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products that you hear us advertise on the program or recommend on the program, you can call the Bright Side Ben phone team at 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470. Time to take our first phone call today. Carl, the Truth Raider. Welcome to the Bright Side, buddy. What's up?
Good morning, Pharmacist Ben. Happy New Year. Thanks for having me on the show.
What's cooking, Carl?
Okay, last night we had a really powerful, exciting group. It's very good. It's the Red Pill meeting, one of my three groups that I attend here in the Portland, Oregon area. And we had a segment on medical issues.
Okay.
Now, there's two things I wanted to ask you about. One, I don't really believe in one of them. I mean, there's some scientist or some type of a theorist or a medical person. Last name is Meir, M-E-A-R, and he came up with like the numerology codes for any type of health condition. If you recite these numbers, if you study these numbers and recite them in your mind, using the power of your mind, you can eliminate any type of illness, any type of bacterial illness, any type of cancer, anything whatsoever. You can eliminate that.
Hang on, just by contemplating on a number?
Yes, there's a number code to every illness.
I'm going to have to. That sounds a little.
Believe in it.
I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me. But what's this guy's name? Let me do some research here.
Yeah, last name, I forgot what his first name is, but it's M-E-A-R, and it's, I guess, the numerology of health.
For sure it's M-E-A-R? You know that for a fact? Yeah. It's M-E-A-R? Okay, I'll look into that and I'll talk about it on Monday.
Talking about it. It's an M-E-A-R. But I know one other thing could be very beneficial and helpful in discussing our medical segment and breaking certain types of lies and theories that the propagandist, mainstream media, and the medical model puts against us. Is this I guess this type of a clay, I've heard about, a friend talked to me about, but our moderator brought samples for all of us, and I have a packet myself. It's a clay. It's like a light gray clay called pescalate bentonite.
Ah, I know about bentonite. I haven't heard of pescalate. Spell pescalate. P-E-S-C-A?
Pescalate? P-A-S-C-A-L-A-T-E. Bentonite.
Bentonite is awesome stuff. I don't know about pescalite, although it may be a brand. You sure it's not a brand name?
I'm not sure what it was. She put it down, wrote on the package, showed it in the marker. She labeled all of them pescalate bentonite.
Okay, now pescalite, I haven't heard of that term, but bentonite is awesome stuff. There's all kinds of different bentonites. Bentonite's almost like a generic term, and I'm actually going to be selling bentonite on my website here, trying to put together some packaging, and that's the last step here. I found a really, really good bentonite from a guy named Gary Hanna out there in Austin. I hope Gary sometimes listens to the program. And I'm going to be selling his bentonite on my website. Bentonite is ridiculously important stuff, and all clay is really powerful medicine. Clay helps suck up toxins and viruses and heavy metals. It's a wonderful source of absorbable minerals, and we've been talking so much about electricity on this program and bioelectricity and electrical energy in the body. Well, it turns out that clay is mega conductive. It conducts electrical energy. In fact, it conducts so much electrical energy, and it conducts electrical energy so significantly that a lot of researchers believe that life began in clay via clay's ability to do something called ion exchanging, where it pulls different electrical elements and manipulates different electrical elements, stores different electrical charges. A lot of researchers believe that life actually began in clay, and I can see the logic. Clay being so highly electrical and highly charged. Anything you do to amp up your electrical energy in an organized fashion is going to have health benefits, and certainly eating clay, using clay, or even using clay topically can have great benefits. I formulated a acne mask I call tea tree salicylic mask, where I use a whole bunch of bentonite clay. I get great effects for acne. You can make your own clay poultice by using bentonite clay and putting a little water in there, making a little clay mask out of it. And then you can apply your clay poultice or clay mask onto zits, or you can put it on your whole face and get some nice benefits that way as well. Clay is just amazing, amazing stuff, and I'm a big believer in using it medicinally, topically, as well as internally. Thanks so much for your call, Truth Raider. Appreciate it. And got to move on here. Rose in the U.S. of A. What's going on? Welcome to the Bright Side, Rose.
Okay.
How you doing, Rose?
Hi, doing good, and you?
Doing good. Thanks for calling. How can we help you?
Happy New Year. You know
Happy New Year to you, too.
And appreciate all the effort that you're making to bring the good news.
Thank you so much. It is the good news. It's the gospel of nutrition. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate that.
For nutrition.
What's going on?
I wanted to mention this. I don't know if you heard Joyce today.
I did not.
About spiritual preparedness, how important it is.
Tell me about it. What was she saying?
That it is important, to do spiritual preparedness.
Praise God.
For whatever we may be facing, and the Lord had
agreed. Absolutely agree.
Burnt on me, and I have been doing spiritual warfare. And then Josh, he mentioned about a dream that he had where it was like God telling him, get out of this house. And he didn't follow through, and then, there were negative consequences. And I just saw a parallel, how important it is to be spiritually prepared to overcome whatever challenges we may have to face. But
Absolutely.
I wanted to ask you this question. Canola oil, I was outraged the other day because I went, I usually go to Whole Foods, and some things I go to Trader Joe's if they're good and preferable, organic. I noticed that Trader Joe's is selling this canola oil, and it said organic, and I said, my God, organic. And I know in the past you spoke about it, and then I was looking in the internet information about that, and it just has horrible things, that create damage to the body, inflammation. It's toxic.
Yeah, canola oil is not a friendly oil. Canola oil is a hybrid, is kind of a abbreviated term, stands for Canadian oil. It's a type of oil called rapeseed oil, and it's been manipulated. Rapeseed oil is really toxic stuff, and canola oil, Canadian oil, is a type of rapeseed oil that's supposedly been detoxified. Hang tight, Rose. We've got to take a break. We'll come back after this and continue talking about health information. Got a couple lines open for you at 855-660-4261. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back after this.
For health and vitality for you, your family, and friends, get the Healthy Start Pack from Longevity, as recommended by registered pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
If you're a junk food junkie, getting on the Healthy Start Pack is one of the best ways to wean yourself off of processed snack foods and start putting good nutrition in your body. If you have a loved one who's dealing with heart disease or any health challenge, the Healthy Start Pack makes a great gift. If you have a grandparent or a parent in a nursing home, you will be amazed at the difference a once-a-day dose of the Healthy Start Pack will make in your loved one's energy levels, in their memory, in their mood, and in their general outlook on life.
Give the gift of optimal health to your loved ones and order the Healthy Start Pack from Longevity by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
Improve the curve appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, listen carefully. Sweeping changes to IRS policies will help more people than ever eliminate their tax debts once and for all. And now, I can help you reduce or eliminate your tax debts and end your tax nightmare. Hi, I'm Dan Pilla. I've helped thousands of people reduce and eliminate tax debts they couldn't pay, and after more than 30 years of experience dealing with the IRS, I can tell you there's no such thing as a hopeless tax case. And with the IRS's new policies, it's easier than ever to put your tax debt behind you once and for all. Call now at 800-346-6829 to learn how I can help you. You know your IRS debt will not go away by itself, but you don't have to live in fear anymore. Call 800-346-6829. Learn how I can help you eliminate wage and bank levies, release tax liens, and negotiate a settlement with the IRS that will put your tax nightmare behind you forever. Call 800-34-NO-TAX or go to taxhelponline.com. That's taxhelponline.com.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
Bringing you the best in alternative talk radio for over 10 years. GCN. Great talk radio starts here.
And we're back on the bright side. 855-660-4261 is our number. Got a couple lines open for you. We're talking, canola oil with Rose in the U.S. of A. Rose, canola oil is nasty stuff, and it doesn't really matter if it's organic or not. Organic just means that it doesn't have pesticides or antibiotics. It's not grown with toxic chemicals, but that doesn't mean that the plant itself is good for you. So it's great. There's no pesticides on organic canola oil, but it's still a nasty oil, and it's still a highly processed oil for that matter. Canola oil it's just really nasty stuff. It comes from something called rapeseed oil. It's a form of less toxic rapeseed oil, if you will. Rapeseed oil is really stinky, nasty stuff. And rapeseed is turned into magical canola oil, supposedly healthy canola oil via lots of processing, lots of cooking, lots of bleaching, lots of deodorizing. And during this process, canola oil, or rapeseed oil, which is already toxic, which already has nasty stuff, can become even more toxic. And there are studies that talk about how canola oil can actually deplete your body of certain antioxidant nutrients, including vitamin E, which is really, really important for the heart. Canola oil goes rancid really easily. Baked goods typically aren't going to use canola oil because of the instability of canola oil. It's just nasty stuff. I don't know what the advantages are to canola oil, especially when there's all kinds of other wonderful optional oils that you could use. And then there's the whole GMO issue. Canola oil is a mega GMO crop. There's so many problems associated with it. There's really no upside, in my humble opinion. There's no upside to using canola oil. Does that answer your question, or did you have something else you want to add to the discussion?
I was reading that not even animals, they bleed. They don't even eat it.
Right, they don't, because canola oil contains a especially toxic fat called uric acid. And this uric acid is toxic stuff. It's nasty stuff. It's associated with circulatory disorders. And yes, you're correct. Animals will stay away from this stuff. Of course, when canola oil is put in foods, and especially put in processed foods, we don't notice it, so we'll eat it. But insects aren't as dumb as we are, apparently, and they will stay away from canola oil and other animals as well. Thanks for your call, Rose. Appreciate it. Anything else, ma'am?
That's it. Thanks. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your call. Appreciate your kind words as well. Joseph in Texas, welcome to the bright side. What's going on, my friend? Joseph?
Oh, hi, Ben. How are you doing? I'm calling from Austin. Great show.
Thank you.
Love to hear what you have to say.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
My wife is surviving thyroid cancer. She's had her thyroid completely removed.
Okay.
She's now on levothyroxine and calcitrol.
Okay. How old's your wife?
Well, my wife is 35 years old.
Okay. Well, she's a young lady. That's going to work in her favor. They took the whole thyroid out?
Took the whole thyroid and the parathyroids.
Okay, well, so then she's going to have to really be careful with how she treats her body for the rest of her life. She can live a nice, long, healthy life. That's not going to be a problem, but she has to be we all have to take care of the kind of foods that we're putting in and the kind of how we deal with the stresses and strains and the vicissitudes, the ups and downs of life. We all have to, but without a thyroid, which is your main regulatory gland, and without a parathyroid, which regulates calcium and vitamin D metabolism, she's going to have to take super extra care of herself. Number one, most important, relaxation response. Anytime she's going under adrenal stress or has any kind of adrenal stress, that's going to put a burden on her body's ability to regulate the circulatory system and the immune system and the heart and the nervous system. Ordinarily, the thyroid will kind of balance that out, but without a thyroid, she's not going to be able to do that. So relaxation is very important. Practice deep breathing techniques. I'd be practicing them every day, several times a day. Without a thyroid, it becomes really important that she makes sure she's taking care of her breathing. Hot baths, massages, anything she could do to relax her physiology is going to be important. Of course, any kind of foods that put a stress on her physiology, she needs to stay away from those, especially processed sugars and refined flours, refined carbohydrates, soda pop and desserts. She's not going to be able to eat like her friends, that's for sure. She can take care of this. She can, like I say, she can live a nice, good, long, vital life, but she's not going to be able to do the same things as her friends, and she's certainly not going to be able to eat the same foods as her friends, especially processed foods and dessert-type foods, breads, pastas, potatoes, rice, all those kinds of things. She's going to need to stay away from those. And then if she has a history of digestive problems, she probably does have a history of digestive problems. Without a thyroid, it's almost impossible to have regular bowel movements and have healthy digestion because the thyroid regulates digestion. So it's going to be real important that she focuses on easy-to-process foods, liquid foods especially. I'd be getting as much of my calories as possible from soups, smoothies. And you'll notice these are things that we talk about all the time on the program, but your wife is just going to have to go the extra mile when it comes to incorporating some of these strategies into her life. It's going to be really important. It's important for all of us that we take it easy on our digestive system, but it's especially important for your wife, Joseph, without a thyroid. Smoothies, soups, bone soup, protein smoothies, vegetable soups, anything she could do to grind up her foods is going to be in her interest. Mix salads and vegetables with fats. Salads and vegetable juices, vegetable soups with oil will help her access the fat-soluble phytonutrients and the fat-soluble vitamins out of her vegetables. She may have an issue getting these fatty nutrients out of her veggies without a thyroid. So she can mix her veggies with oil or heat her veggies very slightly, steam her veggies or roast her veggies with butter or with coconut oil. That's going to be in her interest. Make sure she's using essential fatty acids copiously and generously, both omega-6s and omega-3s, and make sure she's using her minerals, especially iodine, but also selenium and also sulfur, which are important for the thyroid, with oils, and make sure she's getting lots and lots of the water-soluble vitamins, the B complex and vitamin C. I'd be mega-dosing on vitamin C personally, 1 to 5 grams. You'll get a whole bunch of vitamin C in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, and everybody benefits from the BTT, but especially your wife is going to benefit from the Beyond Tangy Tangerine because it's liquid nutrients and it's easy to absorb nutrients. This is so important. The fact that these nutrients are liquid and the fact that the Beyond Tangy Tangerine is dense with nutrition. Seaweed would also be in her interest, not only because it's a great source of iodine, but seaweed is also a great source of easy-to-absorb, accessible minerals, much like the plant-derived minerals in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the Ultimate Classic. And a lot of the longevity products, seaweed is also a great source of easy-to-absorb minerals. And you may want to make sure that she's also on the Z-Radical product. Of course, the Healthy Start Pack is a good idea for everybody. And then the B vitamins, as I say, In addition to vitamin C, the B vitamins are your energizing vitamins. B vitamin deficiency and vitamin C deficiency is probably one of the most understated nutritional deficiencies of all nutritional deficiencies, because when you urinate, when you go to the bathroom, when you pee, you lose these water-soluble vitamins as well as water-soluble electrolytes. And if you're not replacing them with something like the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and vegetable juices and vegetable soups, you can run into big, big trouble. And because the thyroid is a regulatory system, it's a regulatory gland, it's important for helping the body process these energizing nutrients. Without a thyroid, she's going to have a problem with all of these processing issues. So the B vitamin is really important, especially B vitamins in the, as I say, in the liquid form. B vitamins are found in living foods or foods that were once alive, vegetables and organ meats especially, and eggs are also a good source of B vitamins. Lots you could do. Most important, however, is reducing and relieving any stresses, whether they're physiologic stress in terms of blood sugar issues or digestive issues, or mental stresses and emotional stresses. And as I say, regular massages, regular body work, deep breathing techniques, hot baths, anything she could do to activate that parasympathetic relaxation nervous system is going to be real important for her. Does that help you, Joseph?
Tremendously. One last thing. Is there any other backup for levothyroxine?
No. I mean, there's lots of... There's generic forms of levothyroxine is a generic name. There's no real backups for it. Levothyroxine is a pharmaceutical version of thyroid hormone. So what they're doing is they're giving you thyroid hormone. However, I should tell you, levothyroxine is the form of thyroid hormone that is the inactive or the weaker form of thyroid hormone. There's another form of thyroid hormone called T3, and I forgot the name. Triiodothyronine is the technical name, but I forgot the brand name of the drug. Ask your doctor for T3, or ask him for Armour Thyroid, which is ground up pig thyroid or bovine thyroid that actually contains the entire thyroid complex. Levothyroxine and Synthroid are the inactive form of thyroid. Ask your doctor about T3 or perhaps Armour Thyroid. That's all the time we have for today, Joseph. Thanks so much for your call. Appreciate it. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You've been listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. If you're interested in learning more about the longevity products, head over to my website, brightsideben.com. Take a look at our shopping cart. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. We'll be back on Monday. We'll continue talking about taurine and eye health and peptides and bone health. Thanks so much for listening, folks. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. We'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.
To thank you for being a loyal listener, we have a limited time freebie offer for you. Claim your free heirloom tomato seeds, just pay shipping, right now at 123freeseeds.com. These aren't ordinary seeds. These are heirloom, non-genetically modified super seeds that are open pollinated and can be grown, harvested, and replanted endlessly. These survival seeds are actually more valuable than gold in a crisis. Go to 123freeseeds.com and you can get an airtight storage packet of 150 super seeds free while supplies last to say thank you for being a loyal listener. First come, first served. Just cover shipping. Go to 123freeseeds.com now to see if your free heirloom seeds are still available. That's 123freeseeds.com.
Big business has discovered the preparedness market, and that makes it difficult to know where to go and who to trust. MyPatriotSupply.com is owned and operated by patriots just like you, has the best prices on storable food, non-GMO seeds, water filtration devices, home canning equipment, survival and self-reliance books, and more. MyPatriotSupply.com has old-fashioned values and the absolute best customer service in the industry. Look for the deal of the day, unique affordable survival survival supplies that fit anyone's budget. Get same-day shipping on all orders and free shipping on orders over $49. Call 866-229-0927, 866-229-0927, or visit mypatriotsupply.com for emergency preparedness, self-reliance, and food independence. Shop with a name you know and a name you can trust. Before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. mypatriotsupply.com.